Okay, Libras, welcome to your November 2020 Tarot and Channeled Astrology reading. My name is Brandon Tobias. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. It's great to have you, and happy Sunday. Today is November 1st, and the start of an amazing month, I know, for all signs of transformation, of exploring the depths of ourselves, the darkness within, and of course for rekindling and coming together in divine union by the end of the month. So welcome to your channel horoscope and weekly tarot. If you're new here and you want continued weekly and monthly updates in love and in life for your horoscope sign, be sure to subscribe so you can get those weekly updates. Hit that bell so you can get notified when I put out your video. And also, if you enjoyed this video and find it helpful, please be sure to like it because it helps my channel grow so I can guide more people. Welcome again, Libras. Exciting time. So here's the format of the reading, the structure of today, what we're going to do. First, we're going to open the ceremony, call in our guides, angels, ancestors, and loved ones for both the collective audience as well as my own to help guide and channel any messages that you need to hear for your Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising sign of Libra in November 2020. And then we're going to draw however many oracle, mystical, shaman cards, okay, for the theme of it. We are going to go through a channeled horoscope reading. So I do have my computer here with the current stars. We're going to be looking at how the stars are affecting your sign currently. So this is a horoscope and tarot dual reading. It's the first time I've done one of these, by the way, Libras. So I have a special place in my heart for all of you because Libra is my rising sign. So I guess you guys get the first channeled horoscope in addition to the tarot. Okay, so that's cool. And then we're going to go into the actual tarot reading, and we'll do a 777 reading so long as we have time to see what is in store in the recent past, present, and future outcome for this month of November 2020. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, taking this moment to call on my guides, ancestors, loved ones, and wise ones, and masters, ascended masters, archangels, and angels to come in for this ceremony to help guide the collective sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising for November 2020. Please help me channel accurately and guide the sign of Libra for November 2020. And inviting in any guides, ancestors, loved ones, and masters for the sign of Libra, the collective audience for this ceremony to channel the highest good for all watching. Thank you, Spirit. The ceremony is now open. Woo! Wow, that was very refreshing. It was very strong. Okay, so I feel like like we're getting. And I see we because, it's my rising sign. So we're getting refreshed this month. Okay, like there's a washing away of anything that maybe has been holding us back or holding us in unclear territory, or if we're having any lack of clarity, it's like we're just getting refreshed totally and utterly from the ground up. And things are coming into a new light for us. Okay, light's very strong. The element of light, sun and fire and water is very strong here for the sign of Libra. Spirit is saying cut the deck twice now, and then we can get into the channeled messages here. So we are going to do, we're going to get into the horoscope after these channeled messages here. And the reason why we do this is because I always love, I love getting channeled messages in its own right, but sometimes I get a little skeptical and I'm like, okay, well, where's the validation behind this? Where's the proof behind this? Because that's the way my mind works sometimes, and it's been a journey for me to let go of that. But I do think it's helpful, especially for today's day and age where there's so much up in the air. Oh, that's the last shuffle. Good. Okay. Wow. First card out is Stand Still. Yeah, this is the crowning card for the reading here. So I feel like there's a need to, and actually there's a desire where you're going this month is actually sitting in the stillness. And there's a requirement to do this because of all the craziness, chaos that appears in your external world. And yet, for you, you seem to be going more internal and able to resist all this chaos and movement by sitting in the chaos, in stillness, inside of yourself. And if you feel like you are getting wrapped up, Spirit saying, in a little bit of this chaos and craziness of the activities of your life, the key is actually to go back into stillness. Okay, so it's almost like every time you try and go outside of yourself, or you try and kind of like follow along with the hustle and bustle, follow along or match the hustle and bustle and craziness. The key is to actually do the opposite of that and to go back inside of yourself and to sit in that stillness and peace, because everything else is going to form itself around you. I just see you sitting in stillness and then the whole world actually formulating itself around you and your peace, coming to you everything you've ever needed. But it's not going to work so well if you're wrapped up into it, if that makes sense. Okay, Spirit's saying 2 more here. Interesting. And that's it. Okay. Maybe 1. No. Okay, so 3 cards total for you, Libras. The Witness, okay, on the right side, and then the Smoky Mirror on the left side here. Yeah, so a very clear message for me that's coming through here for the collective is that Spirit's calling you this month to simply be and learn to be even more of a witness to it all. Learn to be a witness to the craziness that may be outside of ourselves or that's going on in your life or going on in society. There's a need to detach a little bit, I feel, for you guys, Libras. Detaching from anything you feel may be intruding or impeding or holding you in some way, shape, or form down or back or in a kind of a harassed mood, or just way of thinking or being. There's definitely a need to detach, to be a witness to it all, and to allow everything to formulate in the perfect way. And I do apologize because I just had a call come in. Speaking of detaching, we're going to do not disturb. All right. That's funny. That is so funny. Okay, we're back. That's never happened before. So yeah, speaking of just, stepping back outside of the chaos, right? For me, that's a good confirmation. Okay, the Smoky Mirror as your last card here on the left. So the reason why this is because there is going to be a lot of illusions that come through this month, or illusions that want to impede on your ability to see clearly in your progress. So the haze that's coming in is actually going to be, wow, the haze that's coming in is actually going to be on the external world. Okay. And how you perceive the external world. So the reason why this is important is because if you go and sit in the stillness despite the illusions that are outside of there, you're going to be able to see it very clearly, as opposed to trying to make sense of the muck or the illusions or the fog that's outside of you. It's not going to work very well. So the whole key for you is to actually stand back, to watch it all as a witness, to observe it, and to not react, okay, but to actually allow everything to start to make sense by the end of November, by the end of the month here. Okay, everything's going to come much more clearly and much more obviously to you. But just take it one step at a time, Spirit's saying. Bottom of the deck, we have the Rainbow card. Okay, so I do feel like this is on the horizon for you, Libras. But again, it's going to take patience, it's going to take stillness, it's going to take detachment as well. For that rainbow to become very clear for you at the end of the month. This is a very important message Spirit is saying, because it's going to be hard to stay motivated or grounded in yourself, in the stillness, in the patience, if you're not aware that it's what's formulating for you is a whole brand new horizon, a way of being, a gift. Actually, I'm feeling really strongly a gift that's coming in for you by the end of the month. So if you can have the foresight to know that this is coming, that this is forming itself for you, the more you sit in stillness and detach, or the more you can enjoy, right, the peace of detachment in stillness, I think it's going to be easier. I feel it's going to be easier for you to actually be motivated to do that. Okay, so that's the opening message for November 2020. Very simple, okay, nothing too crazy profound. I feel like Libras, you guys, I mean, you already got it going on. Libras are very wise by nature, very intuitive. There's an esoteric, deeper part of Libras that just kind of can know, right? And into a little bit of a magical stuff and spirituality. And despite the surface level definition most people give them, they're beautiful and they're harmony and they're seeking balance. Libras actually know what's up. Like they are into and they're aware of, and they like to study a lot the deeper levels of how the world works, society, and they're wise. They're actually very wise. So I do feel like you are coming into a new understanding of this within yourself, and this month is going to help to cultivate that even further. Now let's take a look at the channeled astrology here. So today it's November 1st, 2020, as I mentioned, and I'm here on the laptop checking it out. The biggest thing here in your sign here, Libras, is you got Venus right here in your sign of Libra, making an opposition to Chiron in Aries. Okay, so this speaks of right now the focus being on trying to find harmony and trying to find how to love, or the best ways to love in relationships, or bringing balance to relationships. But what's opposing that, or what's kind of preventing that, or the thing that needs to be integrated, is any of the darkness, any of the wounds or trauma from the past that are still not allowing you to find perfect harmony and balance, both within yourself but also in relationships, since Libra is the sign of relationships and Venus is obviously your ruling planet. Okay, so the focus here is, yes, on how do I bring harmony and balance into relationships when there is still healing to be done, or how do I navigate bringing harmony and balance in relationships when there is a need to heal, maybe in myself and also maybe even in my partnership, right? So learning to balance those things and integrate it. My advice for you on that, Libras, if this is something you're wondering about, okay, is simply the start here has to be, it has to be a recognition of what's going on, okay, and awareness of that, both within yourself and your partnership. So what this means is, if this is something you're going through, what you want to do is bring it to the awareness of your partnership or yourself. Say, hey, I know there's a need for healing to be done still. There's still things that need to be integrated from my past, or that things that are affecting this relationship or myself. And I need some time and space to be able to do that so that I can have this better partnership with you. Yeah. So a recognition of that and bringing it into the awareness, into the relationship, and then that's how you integrate it. Okay. So the healing takes place first, but then the partnership takes priority equally as much because you're bringing the awareness to it. So I hope this helps. Then you have Mercury in your sign of Libra, trine the North Node, which is then making a square to Neptune, and also several squares over here. Yeah, so I feel like definitely there's a new paradigm shift that's happening for you specifically, Libra, this month, particularly when it comes to the old ways that you've known or thought of how you're going to make money or survive or just be in society or make your mark in society, right? Or just the conditioning, right? Or the thought process that came from the past for you when it comes to making the parts of who you are in society. Those are really coming into a lot of tension, and they're not working anymore for you, and you're becoming aware of this really tangibly, and you're trying to formulate a new way of being, or how that's going to be for you. Okay, and I feel like a lot of this is going to come from that stillness card we saw earlier. Sitting in that stillness, sitting in that peace, the answers will come to you, but you can't get lost in the illusion of the things happening around you trying to tell you which way to go or what to do, because only you know inside. Okay, so that's also making as we said, a trine to the North Node. Yes, so this is a big aspect, I feel, just intuitively for you this month, Libra, is as you sit in stillness and as you really wrestle with the frustration of, or the tension between what you thought you needed to do and be to survive, to create money, to be stable, and what you actually are, what the new paradigm coming in of how that's going to happen or take place, which is actually your authentic craft, your passion projects, your unique gifts that no one else knows about or sees, maybe, that is special. As you come into this new paradigm shift about how to integrate those things, this actually is moving you in a very harmonious way towards your destiny, moving you forward into full and complete integration, both logically and from the heart space. So it's a very important aspect for you. And I say this because Neptune here, as I speak, is in a trine with the Sun and Juno. Yeah. So in Scorpio. So this is a transformation that's taking place for you, most definitely. And the coolest thing about your sign and what's going on is you're coming into this logical understanding of that, which is awesome. Now let's move ahead to What else is happening for your sign here? Yeah, so November 7th is big. Venus is making an opposition to Mars, and remember, Venus is still in your sign here. And then Mercury also hits an opposition with Lilith in Taurus and Uranus as well. Yeah, so this day right here for you Libras is going to be a big one, and I feel there's a big shift that's going to take place, both in your relationships and also within yourself. The energies are coming into balance. The feminine and masculine polarities within you are being called in a big way, okay, through tension and through magnetism to transform. So if there's any part of you that still has imbalanced feminine versus masculine energy, or has any wounds around the feminine or the masculine, okay, those are coming into a big tension this week here, November 7th. And this could either, if you're in a relationship, this is going to be blow up the things that are keeping you guys from being balanced and really bring it to the forefront to be healed or transformed or released. Or if you're single, this is going to happen within yourself, so you can attract the partner that is actually in alignment with you and is also equally balanced. And if you are in a loving relationship that's working, that you guys are both progressing, this is actually going to be a very hot time for you guys, like a very sensual, attractive, almost just like lustful in a good way, passionate time. Passionate is a good word. Okay, so this is going to be a fun time for you guys. Okay, especially, and I say this because Mercury is in opposition to Lilith. Okay, so this is part of the wound or trauma that's coming here. It's revolving around sexuality. So you may also come into an understanding or a tension between the sexuality that's involved in a relationship or within yourself, your desires, your passion, right? If that's good, if that's bad, like how that works, like how you can integrate that into yourself and into your relationships. This is being called to also be brought into some type of recognition, some type of healing, right? Some type of not compromise, but just integration, right, is the word. Especially with Lilith and Uranus in Taurus. And Taurus, right, is typically known as the more kind of sensual sign, right, or liking pleasure. So this is a big aspect for you. So sexuality is definitely in a lot of flux and transformation for you this month, Libra, I feel. Okay, so on just one thing to note here, on November 12th, Venus and the Moon actually come into a conjunction in your sign, still right opposing Mars here, the Moon, and then still Venus is now squaring. Okay, yeah, good. And then Mercury, wow, is making an exact opposition to Lilith here in Taurus. So November 12th is the culmination of everything I just said previously, where any imbalances or imbalances specifically relating around sexuality and primal desire, and the imbalance of that or the integration of that or the acceptance of that, I feel, is coming to a culmination on that day, and it's getting healed for sure. It's getting healed. So however that's going to happen, that's a big day to recognize that or to be aware of that, and don't be scared of it. Spirit's saying, right, it just popped in, don't be scared of this healing that's going to take place, because it might be a little intimidating. It might feel dark. It might feel scary, but it's actually really good. It's actually really good. It's going to restore part of yourself that was lost. That's very powerful, Libras. So this is good. Yeah, and then November 13th, Mercury and the Moon actually hit as well. They conjunct opposite Lilith. So this is all related around passion, desire, sexuality. All right, on the 20th, we have Venus exiting your sign, okay, at 29 degrees here. And whenever the planet is at the end of a sign in degrees, typically whatever theme or lesson that the planet wanted to give for that sign during that period is the culmination of that, right? So this is a significant date for you too, because Venus is now in opposition with Lilith. So yeah, so whatever you realize in yourself related around sacral, powerful, passionate sexuality is going to come to the forefront and be culminated on the 20th within your relationship. So this is a big thing that's going to be integrated, okay? And this is also going to be found in balance and harmony. Again, if you're not in a relationship, think of this as in within yourself. So this part of yourself around sacred sexuality is coming into a huge new way of being, of harmony and balance, and acceptance, okay, if you allow it to be by the 20th. But for those of you guys in a relationship, this is also it can be in a relationship. Okay, anything else here? No, I feel pretty good. I mean, there's general astrology stuff too, but if you want to know more about that, you can check out my collective video because that's more general. But specifically for your sign, Libras, this is what's going on this month in November. So that's cool. So it was really definitely related to sexuality, relationships, integration of those energies, and transformations of new ways of being, specifically related around how you're going to be in society, and move forward within the new paradigm. So exciting stuff. Let's close this now. All right, Spirit, let's get into the reading. So we're going to do a 7-7 reading, as I said before. And first row is going to be recent, past, or context. Spirit, we're doing the sign of Libra, November 2020, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. 777, please. One crowning card and one overall outcome. Let me know in the comments below, feedback for that. Does that resonate? Does that feel good? Is that something you guys are going through? Definitely let me know. And let me know if you guys like the channeled horoscope and astrology with the tarot readings, or if you guys would just prefer tarot. I'm playing around with it. We'll see what people like. Spirit saying split this 3 and 3. Okay. Yeah. Bottom of the deck, we already have the Death card. I saw the 10 of Swords pop up as well, and the Fool. So, yeah, definitely a new paradigm shift coming in. Old parts of you that are being realized and let go of and shed. 777, please, Spirit, thank you. For sign of Libra, November 2020. Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Beautiful. Overall crowning energy for the read is the Empress. Yep. So this is you. This is, I mean, it's in the tarot, specifically, technically, it's Taurus energy, but I definitely feel very strongly that this is you, the energy you're coming into. It's a very grounded and sensual energy. So again, that integration of sexuality and how it can play a part in your personal power and your magnetism. But this is definitely you, okay, cultivating a new side of yourself. The Empress is not concerned with trying to go out and make things happen or do things. It's just this beautiful, magnetic, shining light source that just brings everything she needs to her. Again, whether you're a guy or a girl, it doesn't matter, but this is that side of yourself that's really coming in strong this month. All right, cool. Bottom of the deck, we have 5 of Cups here. 5 of Cups, so underlying feelings here. Whatever transition you're going through right now, Libras, may feel a little bit, I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't know if you can. I'm going to try and get everything in view for you guys, but I'm still trying to work out the space on my table and the camera view and all that. Things you never thought you'd need to worry about, camera view and table. Actually pretty big deals. So yeah, so whatever transition you're in or situation you're in, there may be a feeling of heaviness or weight associated with it, or maybe you're feeling a little bit regretful from needing to walk through this situation, whatever it is. And it's definitely not coming easily, right? So if any of this sounds like easy or simple to do, I know I can feel it with you guys. Like it's not the funnest or the easiest, and it's tough, but Spirit is saying that's where this detachment comes from, because in the foresight, because if you can detach from that feeling of weight or just heaviness or sadness that seems to be affecting you, and just know the foresight of what's coming, remember that rainbow from the beginning, that's going to make it a lot easier, this transition for you. But just know that this definitely is here. Spirit is recognizing that. And it's also okay, because Spirit is saying this sadness, you have to know that it's actually okay to be with and integrate this sadness that's here with you, or this sense of, could be even dread or regret or whatever it is, like you you separating from others in this instance, even from society, even from relationships, even from other people in your friends, family. The sadness or regret or just feeling that gives you is actually okay, because that Spirit's saying it's a normal part of this process, but it's also an essential part of this process. So for whoever needs to hear that, just know that even though it feels heavy or off, it's okay. Yeah, recent past here. Interesting. So context here, we have the Nine of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. Yeah, crossroads, trying to decide what to do when it comes to your finances and stability. Yeah, trying to decide, okay, should I continue to go on with the old way, what I've been told to do, what I've been brought up to do in my job, 9 to 5, or just the traditional way? Or should I begin a new way? Or is there a new way? What's the new paradigm? But either way, when it comes to my stability and abundance and my fulfillment, how can this, it's in the forefront here for you in the recent past. And the questions that come, right, are how is this possible to do it in this new way? What is this new way, right? Put you at a little bit of a crossroads, and like trying to really consider all the options, or the options that are here for you. Five of Pentacles as well. So, and this is underneath actually the Five of Cups right here underneath the deck. So, definitely, I mean, there's a lot of weight that you're shouldering right now, Libras. I can feel, it may be in some situation with a partnership, or even with a job or a situation, or just a friend or family, but there's a lot of weight that you're shouldering. And what I'm feeling though is it's almost, there is a need to separate from that, whatever it is. There is a need to separate for a little bit, even though it feels burdensome and it feels sad and it feels hard. There's definitely need to move away from whatever this situation is, or whatever this is in your life, and just kind of be apart from it for a little bit, for time and space. Not saying it has to be permanent, but there's definitely like something you're moving away from. Magician, okay, and then the Ace of Pentacles. So this is where it gets really good, because with the Magician and Ace of Pentacles, there's something really exciting that you can create. There's an idea that's maybe formulating, that's starting to become more and more tangible, actually. So maybe there's an idea for your business, or idea for what you want in your life, or an idea for just the way you want your life to go. But there's something really exciting, I feel, on the horizon, or here now in the recent past that showed up, that you are starting to get. You're starting to put into motion a little bit, because the Ace of Pentacles is actually the tangible potential of something coming in or being created in your life. And you have the Magician here, so you know that you have the resources and ability to do it. And you have the Mother Pentacles and the Two of Wands. So interesting. So, what this speaks of too, and what I'm getting, because you have the Two of Swords and the Two of Wands. So it's almost like the two things. So Two of Wands speaks of vision, Two of Swords speaks of a choice or a crossroads, and Mother Pentacles speaks of love and nurturing, and just self-love, self-care, love for the earth. Okay, and you have the Empress here too. So I do feel like there's that's what it is. So as Spirit's saying, you came to a place of more nurturing, more self-love, more self-care. Okay, and you realize that this was a priority in your life, or this is where you needed to head. So you had to go through this crossroads, make a choice to walk away from some situation in your life. Again, could be a person, family, relationship, partner, whatever this energy is in your life, to walk away from that, carry that burden. because you knew there was something else you needed to create in your life or to come that was really possible, or there's something that was given to you that you're like, I need to do this, I need to take advantage of this. And also you realized that there was a need to actually take care of yourself and to love yourself and to learn how to nurture and love yourself, to create the new vision for what you wanted in your life. So this is, again, you trying to, through self-love and nurturance, patience, care, compassion, find that new way to step forward and envision what path that's going to be for you and how that's actually going to take place. Because the Ace of Pentacles, again, this is a beautiful combination. Ace of Pentacles with Two of Wands speaks of seeing a very tangible vision for what something could be, and then actually the Ace of Pentacles is it's actually a real possibility. And then my elbow just accidentally flipped up Temperance on the last row of the final outcome. So when it comes to this situation, for sure, this is going to take a lot of patience. I feel like this is telling you to take a step back again from the world and to focus on that healing for yourself very strongly. The healing for yourself, the love for yourself. Self-love actually is the biggest word that comes to me right now. Self-love will bring clarity in decisiveness in your vision. Okay, so that's the focus for you right now, or where you're coming from as well. Okay, yep, present. Present for Libras. We're going to start with half number 1. 8 of Cups with 10 of Wands. Okay, so this month, there's definitely you deciding to walk away from a situation. All right, this is very, very tangible, very strong. And part of the reason for this, all right, and this could be a couple things, because it's underneath the 9 of Pentacles. So this could mean a job situation. It could mean a job that you had an emotional attachment to. It could mean something that really you thought meant a lot to you, but you felt you really needed to walk away. It could also be a partnership for some people, or relationship or person. But either way, there was you definitely deciding to take steps away from this situation. And right, this is the choice that you made through this crossroads, definitely. 10 of Wands, because you knew that there was a transition that was needed. There was a transformation, and there was something that needed to change or shift because it wasn't serving you in the way you needed it to anymore, right? And 10 of Wands also speaks of a burden that you may have been holstering or holding because of this situation. Underneath the 5 of Pentacles is the Hierophant, okay? So Spirit's saying, basically, through this situation, through the heaviness you're carrying, it's to rely on your intuition for this, okay? Rely on your intuition to guide you through this burden of this sadness, because that's what's going to carry you through more than anything else in November 2020. Okay, so if you allow yourself to sit in the stillness, to get the downloads, the clarity, and the intuition in your body, to know, right, the key to this situation, sitting on a key here, the Hierophant, the bird with the lightning, you will be able to continue to make steps forward in a much easier fashion, while also holding the weight of the burden of the situation. Yeah. So it speaks of relying on that intuition. And I feel like you are, which is good. So keep doing it. The World card popped up underneath the Magician and the Empress. Beautiful. So you know that whatever this thing that showed up in your life, that's a gift, and it's a magical gift, and it's here for you, because of the work you've done, and also because of you walking away from a situation that didn't serve you anymore, and allowing that to transform and transition for you. So because of that, the universe is rewarding you with a gift, and the completion of a cycle that may have been burdensome for you is also what I'm feeling. So this cycle that was here, that was heavy, that was burdensome, that was sad, Spirit is saying that cycle's done, and this new cycle that's going to involve stability, going to involve concrete, tangible dream creation, a new vision, passion as well, and excitement and manifestation, that is here, and that's what's coming in because you walked away. That's beautiful stuff, Libras. Good job. Yep, and then you have the 10 of Pentacles, okay, right after that, underneath the Ace of Pentacles. So Spirit is saying definitely, because you walked away, and whatever the situation that you're allowing to form your life or to move forward towards, all right, that you can sense is an actual potential possibility, is going to lead to your, spiritual, physical, emotional abundance in every single way. This is part of the gift and wish fulfillment that you've been hoping for and waiting for and wishing for a long time, and it's here, true abundance. So Spirit is saying continue to take steps towards this new direction. You're going the right way, Libras. You are going the right way. It is going to lead to something really tangible. Mother of Pentacles, and underneath that is the Two of Pentacles here, the butterfly in transition. Okay. So you're trying to juggle a few things back and forth, and we have the Fool card. All right. So for some of you, I feel like this could be a love offer that you're waiting to transform, or you're waiting to transition, or you're maybe juggling different types of offers that are coming into your life. But for some of you, it could also mean you're trying to decide or juggle between self-love and self-care and nurturance, since this was the original definition I put in this card, and other priorities. And you're trying to decide what am I doing more? Am I doing productive in my business or job, or my new job, hopefully for you guys, or am I prioritizing myself and self-love and self-care and meditation? But really more so, I feel like this could be a person in your life that you care deeply for, that you feel a lot of love for, that you're looking for stability with in some way. Could be in your relationship, could be in your friendship, family, whatever. But you understand that it is in transition. It's changing, okay, with the butterfly here. And it's in flux, right? It's in that flux or transition or change, okay? With the Two of Wands and the Fool card, there is a new beginning that you are envisioning with this person or this situation, a whole new chapter that you are really desiring here. I feel underneath the Two of Wands is very strong, and Spirit's saying the Temperance right underneath it. Remember to have patience, Libras. Remember to have patience, because this is definitely in your hopes and desires, okay, and possibilities here that you're envisioning, that you want, maybe with this person or the situation that is in flux still and change, and you know this, and it's important. Overall outcome is to continue to have patience and faith in this situation and focus on your healing. Overall outcome and advice cards here. Yep. Hermit and Temperance popped up here. It's been popping up again a lot in all the readings. Okay. Eight of Pentacles and Daughter of Cups are the first two cards here. So Spirit is saying very tangibly, very obviously, to create, all right, the new craft, the new job, the new business, right, from your heart, from your passion that you want to create. This is a business that you're going to be putting a lot of love in, a lot of care into, a lot of authenticity into. Okay. And it's going to be authentically yours, right? Is what I'm feeling. It's very much, and that authenticity is what's going to lead to the Nine of Pentacles. Actually, that's the key here. Now, in terms of this card, Daughter of Cups, I originally paired it with the Eight of Pentacles, but I actually am feeling a different definition for this now, because underneath the Two of Swords and the Ten of Wands. And so what I feel is, if there's anyone in your life that is giving you, maybe this is a person in your life that puts you in a crossroads or puts you in a place of indecision that you walked away from, or a situation in your life that wasn't fully being full or authentic, or fully loving, or just sharing everything. This is the Daughter of Cups energy. And Spirit's saying, if this situation comes back in your life, or this person, and they're not giving you, right, the Mother of Pentacles energy, the stability, the fullness, the authenticity, the stability, but they're giving little breadcrumbs or little hints or little feelings of love or whatever, just let it be. Let it be. All right. Let it be. Let it transform and transition into the Mother of Pentacles energy, because that's what you're in now. And don't mess around with it. Okay. Because it, by you standing that ground and knowing what you really need, you allow this person or the situation to up-level itself, Ten of Wands, transform into an actual solid, loving offer that's in alignment with your self-love and self-care and the level you've gotten yourself to. We have the Seven of Pentacles underneath the Hierophant and the Five of Pentacles. So definitely this also could be, a lot of reflection around and contemplation around how you're actually going to make this whole thing work, right? Both in love and with finances. There may be some stress around this, or there may be some reflection, or there may be some insight that's coming into November. Actually, that's the big word. New insight with the Hierophant and the Seven of Pentacles as to how you are going to actually sustainably make this passion project or yours, or passion business or gift or talent work tangibly in the world. So Spirit's saying definitely take some reflection and definitely allow the universe and your intuition to guide you when it comes to how you're actually going to make this work, or take the steps to getting your business, getting your stability and finances out into the world. Now, we have the Son of Wands energy showing up under the World and the Magician. So I feel like this is you, actually, Libras. This is the first insight that I got. And I feel like this is your new perspective, or what Spirit's asking you to step into a little bit for this month of November. And what the Son of Wands energy is, it's kind of a fresh, new, passionate, and go-getter energy. Okay. Now, I know the whole theme of this reading, it's funny because it's underneath the Empress, which is the opposite, has been sitting back in the stillness, not, too much moving forward, getting involved in the chaos. But I feel like this is more so your perspective on what you can create, your perspective on, or your perception on how maybe easy it can be to actually create something amazing, because it's underneath the Magician in the World. So there's a dual meaning for this too, so I'll get into that in a second, that it just came to me. But Spirit is saying it's actually okay to have this new perception of like, oh my gosh, I just need to like get really inspired and like allow these things to happen and to create these things and not have a lot of roadblocks here, because you have all the resources. So combining the Son of Wands with the Magician is actually a very powerful combination, because with the Magician, the Son of Wands can actually, and with the fire and passion that, and maybe a little bit of naive enthusiasm that the Son of Wands carries, can just go out and get stuff done and go out and make stuff happen very quickly. So it's a cool combination with the World here. Now, the other definition I got was this, and I do apologize. My nose, for some reason, is sniffing like crazy. The allergies have been insane, but hopefully solving that soon. Okay, the other definition is this. If there is someone in your life, okay, a situation that has not been serious, committal, or fully invested in you, or maybe they've been treating you like maybe you're not prioritizing you as they should, okay, or just not being serious in general, playing the field a little bit, or just not wanting to be in that energy, that cycle for them has ended. That cycle for them and you has ended, or is ending this month. And that's a gift. And you are actually manifesting this with the Magician card and the Empress by you cultivating yourself and your healing. That's another definition. So if there is a person you are waiting on to transform or to end a way of being that wasn't fitting for you or working for you, that is coming to an end and a completion this month. And you have actually helped to manifest this through what you're doing, walking away, working on yourself, right? And re-engaging in passion. But that's also coming to an end. So Spirit wants you to know that, if that's relevant. Then you have the Seven of Wands underneath the Ten of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful. So when it comes to this new business, job, craft, new situation or gift that has been given to you in your life, a new opportunity, okay, Spirit wants you to know that the more that you... It's an interesting message that's coming through. It's not typical for this card, but I'll say it anyways. The more that you integrate more of your authentic self into that opportunity, the better it becomes, the faster it becomes the Ten of Pentacles. So what I mean by that is this. Typically, a lot of us have been taught to hold back, maybe in our jobs, in our corporations, our businesses, maybe because we don't want to seem, goofy or weird or unprofessional, things like that. But Spirit's saying with whatever craft that's here, opportunity that's been given to you, it's actually going to allow for you to fully express yourself in a way that's like super authentic, right? So just super you. Like the more you are actually in whatever this opportunity that's come into for you, the better it's going to turn out, the better it's going to be, and the faster it will lead to the Ten of Pentacles. So it's the first time, I believe, in history, with this new paradigm shift in the astrology, that the more real we are, the more ourselves we are, the more heart-centered we are, the better it is financially and professionally for us. That's what I'm feeling. 7 of Wands, and that's really just you following your way and really diving into your way and not trying to conform in any way, shape, or form. That's not necessary anymore. The Hermit card popped up. Yep, underneath 2 of Pentacles and Mother Pentacles. So yeah, if you're waiting from, here's two definitions for different people. If you're waiting for a stable, loving offer from a partner or a situation or a person in your life, okay, or stability in general, or something like that that's equal of what you need, okay, Spirit is saying the key here, again, is to find space and time alone to reflect, to detach in the stillness, and to allow that to be whatever it is, because it is still in flux. It is still changing, okay, so don't be so concerned about it. So this is in flux, it's changing. Also, the key, the other definition is this, the key to really finding insight into the nature of all the situations in your life, okay, and allowing things to come and formulate in the best possible ways. The key to that, right, with all the flux and change around you, in order to truly love yourself, is to spend time on your own, Hermit. So very important to have patience and spend time alone this month, if you can, and create space. Remember we talked about, even if you're in a relationship, creating that space, bringing it to the forefront. It's a really important theme for you, Libras. I feel like time alone and space and just like meditation, right, and resolution of all these things is really critical, okay, in order to have a brand new start and chapter, again, in life, both surrounding relationships and job stability, all those things. Overall outcome card is the Father of Wands. Beautiful. Okay, so I definitely feel like this is you in your full ability and power. There's a double, this is so funny because, I keep getting, Spirit keeps saying double definitions for these cards that are coming out. And the sign of Libra is about the other. So there's like 2 sides to this reading, yeah? And 2 sides within yourself that I believe you're contemplating with or involved around. So 2 definitions of this card. Father of Wands, 1, this is the overall outcome of what you're coming into being, in your full power, in your full permission to move forward, to create, to impact the world, and very clear, motivated, fiery, and moving forward. The other definition for this is that this is what, if you're involved with a person or a situation or person in your life that's significant to you, this is what they're coming into and what they're going to be and come into with, I believe, the Mother of Pentacles and Father of Wands energy, all right? Because this is the gift of the transformation that wants to come in for them in this situation. Or if you're single or right, all those things, Spirit is saying the true key here is to allow only at the end of November someone who is in a loving, stable, self-loving energy with passion, desire, and a clarity about wanting to move forward with you fully, with a lot of passion there for you. Okay, so I hope that made sense. Yeah, I hope that made sense. I hope it wasn't too jumbled, but beautiful energies. The key here, just to sum up, because I know we've gone pretty long, Libra, is remember the World card is in the middle of your spread, which this is the most significant card probably of the entire spread for this reading for November 2020 for you. So 2 meanings with this that I'll leave you with. 1, the end of a burdensome, hard cycle, because check this out. All the hard stuff is on the left side of the World card, yeah? 5 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, 8 of Cups, 2 of Swords, all this is on the left side. So that's the end of that in this month. There's no more of that. And the gift that's coming in is this side, which is beautiful transition and change, self-love or a stable offer, time alone, self-healing, a new beginning, and a new vision for your life. So beautiful new beginning coming in. Keep walking away from the old that's no longer serving you. Allow whatever situation or person to transform into Mother of Pentacles, Father of Wands, and also within yourself, know that that's happening as well. You to be fully empowered in your energy, your passion, your desire, your direction, and don't take anything less, Libras, because it's all coming, it's all here for you, and you just have to allow it to happen by sitting in your stillness and peace and foresight. Okay? Libras, hope this helped. Hope you found clarity and inspiration from it. Again, if you haven't subscribed already and you want weekly and monthly updates for your horoscope sign in love and in life, be sure to subscribe now. And please do definitely, if you found this video helpful, you made it all the way through, definitely like this video so it can help my channel grow, so it can guide more people in the Love and Life Collective. Thanks so much, Libras. I will see you next week and next month. Appreciate it.